Hi, my name is Monique and welcome to my blog here. Okay, so this is a follow-up from my blog, the address of which is here, and that was talking about curiosity. Now, if you do not know what I am talking about, please visit my blog, read it, come back here. It will start to make sense, or it will all link up in some way. So, this blog is entitled, So, do you have a Mexican boyfriend? Mexican Men Part 1. And so, yeah, Mexican Men Part 2. Mexican Men Part 2 will be coming up a bit later on, and that will talk about kind of like more general behaviours of Mexican men towards their girlfriends or partners or whatever. This is a bit more specific to what I have personally experienced. So, anyway, continuing, most Mexican men are very upfront if they like you. And they show that, or they'll tell you in many various ways that are very similar to ways that you might experience in your respective countries. Anyway, so for example, they'll come up to you, to start talking to you, or practicing their English, or trying to speak to you, or communicate to you in English. They could serenade you, they could whistle at you, or just stare at you. Just stare. Very uncomfortable. But anyway, varies for different personalities, different people, whatever. But those have been kind of the different reactions that I have received so far. And so I'm not sure if they are very upfront in general to other Mexican women as well, or it's because I am very obviously not from here, I'm a foreigner. Or it could be a mixture of as well, the fact that I am different, as my now boyfriend says, because I have black skin and there are not many black people in Mexico. So I don't know, it could be either, both, whatever. And I just remember one guy actually shouted at me from like across the street, or right next to me anyway. So he said, "Oh, I like black girls." Okay, good for you. Like, I don't know, what am I supposed to do with that information? Okay. So my first encounter with Mexican dating rituals or flirting rituals was in San Carlos on the beach. So I was taking pictures of just people on the beach enjoying the sun, sea, sand, etc. And I was just approached by a guy, and we were talking for a little bit, literally just a little bit. And then out of the blue he says, "Do you have a Mexican boyfriend?" Okay, that was a very odd question. Why are you asking me if I have a Mexican boyfriend? Why don't you ask me if I have a boyfriend in general? I didn't understand it. I still don't quite understand it, but I think I understand it more now. And I think it's because, I don't know, maybe I can have a boyfriend somewhere else and then a Mexican boyfriend while I'm here, is kind of my general understanding of that question now. But anyway, I'll leave you to make your own opinion. So anyway, so I just brushed it aside, didn't think nothing more of it. I've been approached by other guys just to like dance with them or to go out on a date or whatever. And that was my experience of Mexican guys in the north. Completely, I don't know, normal, I guess, or yeah, it's completely normal really. And that was until I went down south. And when I went down south, it was just like, it was all in my face. And I don't know if it's because I was a bit more oblivious to what was happening around me in the north, but down south, it was just like, yeah, there was no kind of like hiding away or denying what was happening around me. And this is very funny and entertaining really. So I'm just going to share my experiences of that. And so when I went down south, it became more obvious that people, or many Mexican men liked black women. And I was well acquainted with the question, with the phrase, "So, do you like Mexican men?" And I remember one guy actually asking me, "No, do you like Mexican boyfriends?" And I just remember, I said no. And I just remember one guy saying, "Oh, so do you like Mexican men?" Yes, I like Mexican men, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I have a Mexican boyfriend. Anyway, so yeah, that was really strange. And just another phrase actually that I became acquainted with after my conversations with guys, Mexican men, about like boyfriend, girlfriends, whatever, is "damn." some kind of like, I don't know, American gangster film, something. Damn girl, damn, your chips are cold, I can get you one chip for you, I can get it for you. Anyway, whatever. So, I mean, I heard it before, a little bit up north, but I heard it so much when I went further down south. It was just like, okay, what's everyone's obsession with the word damn? I don't understand. Didn't understand. And so, yeah, and just some more obscure phrases that I became acquainted with that just made me laugh. They're just so funny. Okay, so one of them was this guy literally must have taken this out from some kind of like film as well or something. So me and my friend were walking by, and then he was just like, girl, I grew up with Cooley on the gang, you know Cooley on the gang, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, Just like, you know, like one of those kind of typical, I don't know, kind of like typical, I don't know, it was just weird, it was just odd. It was just old school and odd, and I'm not that old, but anyway, it was just odd. And just kind of the way he was saying things was very memorable. Yes sir, yes sir, yeah, you wanna go on a date with me? Yes sir. I don't know, it was just weird. It was weird, but very memorable and entertaining at the same time. Okay, and another thing that made me laugh was, oh yeah, so me and my friend, again, we were walking down the street, and all of a sudden someone just said, hey, you want a Mexican man? I'm a real Mexican man. I'm a real Mexican man. Okay. Got it. Message received. Clearly. Great. And another guy as well. We kind of nicknamed this guy Crazy Oxford guy. Or Scary Oxford guy, actually. And so we were just walking down the street at night. This was in Puerto Vallarta, I think. And he just said, hey, like really aggressively. So we turned down thinking, oh my gosh, is he going to beat us up? Is he going to rob us? No. We turned around, all he said was, hola. So it was, hey, hola. It was so strange. It was so very weird. Very weird. There's another kind of like line that stuck in my head as well. So this guy is my friend, so he's my friend now. We're good friends now. What he said and the way he was saying things just made me and my friend laugh so much. And so he would say things like, I'm too embarrassed to say this, but I'll say it anyway. Or he would say something like, I can't deny that you both are very gorgeous. Or something like that. It just made me laugh. I'm not laughing at you, I'm kind of laughing maybe even though you weren't laughing, but if you're watching this, I'm not taking the mic. It was just entertaining, it was just fun. I've already told you about this anyway, so anyway. So what I'm about to say now, I'm going to talk more about some more memorable actions or behaviours that I encountered as well. So there's this Puerto Rican guy who's now my friend. Likely have been watching this video better, so I can talk a little bit more about him. And so he just comes right out of an American film. And so it was really funny because he's like, mommy, hey mommy, you know I like you, mommy. You know I like you, mommy. She's like, I was kind of expecting this kind of behavior in Mexico and I didn't see it, so it just kind of left my mind. But then I saw him just like, it exists, it's not just in the film, it's real. It's real. That was, yeah, it just right out of the film, right out of a film, sorry. And yeah, another kind of like memorable action or behaviour that I encountered as well was someone that we nicknamed Capoeira Carlos, or Stripper Carlos, because he told us he was a stripper, but then kind of laughed about it and said he was a dancer, but we think he was a stripper. Anyway, so he came up to us, and he couldn't really speak English at all, really, like, not really, kind of barely understandable. But he was, I think, talking to us a little bit about racism in clubs, because he kept pointing to his skin and talking about clubs, even though I was asking him about what were the best clubs to go to. But anyway, the conversation didn't quite make sense, but we were just trying to communicate anyway. And then he was trying to say that he did some capoeira, because we were doing capoeira on the beach, that's why he came to us in the first place. And he was talking to us about his leg and how he's a good surfer or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but it was something along those lines. So anyway, we were talking, and then he invited us out for a drink, But what made me laugh actually is that we saw him the day after, or a couple of days after, while we were still in Portugal anyway. And then he obviously kind of like found like another black girl, kind of like to skin about her, but like another black girl to hang around with and like to laugh at his jokes or whatever, because we didn't get it. But yeah, it was just funny. But the funny thing was that as soon as he saw us, literally as soon as he saw us, like surrounded by these girls, and in particular with this girl, he went into kind of like Mission Impossible mode. He started hiding, he put his hat on his head, he had his glasses on. It's just like, literally, like I can't even make this up. Literally, this is what he did. And he'd be like hiding behind another girl, and it was hilarious. It was, oh my gosh. Me and my friend were just laughing for days, because there was no need to react like that. Like, it's not like anything is happening anyway at any stage. But it was just like, she can't see me behind my hat and glasses. That was hilarious. Okay, another kind of memorable action behaviour was, so at one of the kind of like beachside bars, there was this waiter. I think he was like a head waiter or the owner or something. And so he was trying to like talk to me, but he was very kind of like my dad's age, so just like, no, it wasn't gonna happen. But anyway, but this waiter from El Salvador, he like was kind of like flirting with me and my friend as well. We were more kind of interested in talking to him than to the other guy, but he kind of noticed this and he was like, Carlos, go wash the dishes, Carlos, go pick up the tables. Anytime he kind of saw that happening, like more interaction with happening with us rather than with him. And so that was just kind of like funny to see, Carlos, go wash the dishes, no, you cannot talk to the girls, wash the dishes, no, you work up front, you're not going to serve them any drinks. I don't know what accent that was, I'm sorry. But anyway, that was funny. But even when in the end when we finally got to speak to Salvador Carlos, when we didn't give him a big enough tip, I think that was the end of our communication. It's just like, yeah, I'm not talking to you guys anymore, this tip is really low, go away. That was that. And just finally, I think, two more examples. This is hilarious. Alright, so there's another waiter who was kind of like rivals with the waiter that I just spoke about from the other bar. So no, so we went to his place, it was his bar first, and we were talking, and then he was kind of flirting with me a little bit. He was also like my dad's age, so that wasn't happening. And then, because he thought that I was with another guy, I don't know. Anyway, so he kind of like dismissed me as being fickle, and then went to my friend and then like devoted himself to her. Even asked her, like proposed to her, asked for her hand in marriage. These are like the pictures of it and everything. It was just hilarious. Like Gabriel's a real, I couldn't mention his name, he's not in the students anyway, but he was a real cool dude. And by the way, everyone was kind of like just falling for my friend because she was tall, she was dark, she was beautiful. They loved her, like they loved her. So many people. I think there was like a mariachi man who asked to marry her as well, and like some other like random Mexican guys who just kind of like attracted to her. Like, attraction. Like a magnet. Anyway, whatever, I'm kind of rushed through this because I need to go soon. Anyway, but I'll save the best for last. I'll save the best for last. So there was a guy who was living in Mexico, but he wasn't Mexican, he was from the US. And we were in this kind of dance club. And me and my friend were dancing, and yeah, it was just so strange. He just kind of came up to us and said, I want to take you to the ocean. Are you trying to say you're going to why? Why? Are you going to kill me? I don't trust you. And so he's just like, I'm not from here, I'm from, literally that's what he did. Like pointing up to the sky, looking at it, I'm not from here, I'm from. I was like, okay. I want to take you to the ocean, I live in the ocean. First of all, you just kind of contradicted yourself, but that was just, it was just like, I'm not going anywhere with you, for you to kill me, and then, I don't know. Anyway, and then he was just like, and the way your hips move, the angels. It was just the weirdest thing ever, smooth angels. I want to take you to the ocean. Go and take my number. We can hang out and we can go to the ocean. No. And that's pretty much it, really. So I know this, I said at the beginning that this was about Mexican guys, but this was about my specific experience. Mexican men part 2 is going to be more general and just how they behave, as I said, towards their girlfriends. I hope you were entertained, as me and my friend were thoroughly entertained on our holiday. And check out my blog still. The blog address is here, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.